Hi, who are you, Doris?
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
The weight of command. Okay. Wonder what happened. Yeah, I do want to go do these quests. I feel like I might as well do the side missions. But I also wanted to check something. Attributes. Torgal. The blood of Fenrir. I guess he just does this, huh? Launches several elementally charged orbs at a single distant target. Here's multiple explosions in front of Torgal, lifting all enemies caught in the blast into the air. Concentrates the moon's light on an enemy, forcing it to the ground. Ah. These have improved. I really wonder how this works. I guess if I want to know, I actually have to follow the story. But let's finish this stuff now, so we don't have to worry about it later. Oops, I want to open the share menu. I think they are both in Northreach. Maybe not. Which one is this? The weight of command.
Let's go. Time to fight.
No, not time to fight. Maybe time to fight?
You deserve a rest.
Oh, okay. We got just far enough. So you guys are here, so what's taking you so long?
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough.
So they must have been locked in
If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be
for like 2 days.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's
Better hope that carriage is sturdy.
Just yet.
Or that cage is. Hell, they're just They're just right there.
The carriage.
A lot of casters. I don't like that. Please do. Ah, damn it. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Oh, I'm hitting that thing instead of what I want.
Nice try. Too slow.
Get down. Oh, I messed up. Enemy slain. I might honestly just master that one ability from
Who are you?
Ramu, the one that puts the orb down.
A friend. Are there any more survivors?
Let's try to put it in another icon, even if I get rid of Ramu.
If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Hey, that's one. Gather your one and your amber. Where's amber anyway? Yep. Eight, Baywatch. What was the name of this town? More. Where was amber again? I forget. I don't think it was in this area of the map. Ah. I see. Do no harm. There's probably gonna be some kind of creature to stop us from taking the flowers, right? There's no it's just gonna be that easy. That easy.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Wait, what is that? Riled Raptor. Oh, that's nice.
the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Oh. But that should be everything, I think. Unless another side quest pops up when I turn these in. Both over there? Okay.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Hi, Doris.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them, woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Right. Rising Flames. I should use that skill. I haven't used it since the beginning of the game. But I'd have to master it and give it to another another icon. It's a launcher too.
How may I help you today, Clive?
I believe we
Your
got a new
benefactors are
reward.
a generous
Safe
lot.
passage. Not long ago, I was accosted by footpads as I walked the gilded path, and would have perished alone in the desert had not the Cursebreakers come to my aid. I owe them my life. May this token serve them well. Traveling... I cannot read that. Or pronounce that, actually. Herpeshorian? Herpeshorian? I don't know. Direwolf Jets.
yours.
What's that?
Come again. I may have more for you.
Here an icon. Not moving. There you go. Can I sort this somehow? Increases combo damage by 5%. The Direwolf subdues its prey by overwhelming it with a flurry of attacks that injure both body and spirit, stunning the creature and allowing it for a quick kill before it can recover. Combo damage by 5%. What is combo damage exactly, though? Is that just continued attacks? Or is it like cancels from... cancels from Torgal? Is it the magic burst? I'm not quite sure. I guess we can try it. I'm not gonna notice if the numbers change, to be honest, but...
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Anyway,
Only the usual.
Oh, yes.
here's your flowers.
This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Tyre trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly.
I need Target to come in and just
Sorry. I'm still terrified.
knock the terrified out of him.
The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip,
Oh.
and the poison fouls the patient's blood.
So that's why it's so dangerous.
Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
That's complete. Do no harm. Okay. Now I want to figure out what the hell is up with Torgal. Let's do that, and then we'll probably end it.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
I don't want to wait for tomorrow for that.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet.
Also, we don't have quests waiting, right? Oh, okay. Good.
Clive, where have you been?
I was
I've
doing
been
side
wanting to
quests,
ask
you know.
Something about Torgal. Where did you get him? Like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea.
Okay, it was.
In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant...
So the dog is not a dominant himself.
A girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
What? Let's not take that out of context.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
I don't want to hear about Tom's nuts. We got new facilities?
Isn't it brilliant?
Can I get Electrum from here?
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest.
And work in earnest we shall.
I hope we get to fly the airship. Alright. Speak with Vivian.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Are we just gonna wait here?
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
I mean, Josh is still alive somewhere.
Have you got a minute?
That would be the rightful heir.
We, have a guest.
A guest?
There's no way they're just bringing Joshua up here all of a sudden. Is there? Just as I have that thought? Oh, the uncle.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
I love this guy. I'm surprised for a merchant. That's how they framed him at the beginning. He's dressed in like proper armor for battle. It feels like. I'm pretty sure that's all chainmail under whatever shirt he has right now.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
I thought it was this guy that took Kupka, but
Many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have
then it was supposedly royalists from Malode that came for him? This is the Empire, not that other faction.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Wait, what?
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
For a second I thought he knew something about Titan, but... Right, he is all the way in the western side of the continent.
To the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls...
Oh, what the fuck?
Bread. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Man, they straight up made the rulers kind of inhuman, huh? If the people die, more can be bred. Who the fuck says that?
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Anna Isabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
How dare he not murder everyone as I wanted? What's wrong with this kid?
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here?
He always looks kind of sleepy. He's not quite there. I almost just tried to teleport down there, but I guess it doesn't let me. How dare he have a shred of responsibility against our subjects? How could he betray us?
Well, fuck me. Never thought I'd see the dear Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
So, does anyone know you're here?
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
Just like that?
2,000?
Ain't it nice to have a rich uncle?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts.
Can he just get his hands back?
But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat.
Hang on, who are the Republicans and who are the
I would
Royalists?
stake your life on it.
The Royalists would be... Oh, it's the Republic of Dalmeca, and the Royalists would be the Wallowed people.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away.
But they gave him back to
Now I
the
think about
Republicans?
There was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
I'm confused.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's.
Wait, was it the Royalists that went to the desert?
To accompany you part of the way.
Because the Republicans just left by sea. Oh, it's so weird.
Intended to journey Candlewood on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
I guess all that matters is that Titan is back home and we're gonna find him. Probably destroy another crystal while we're at it.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Sid. Of course.
Of course. Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after
We're probably going to destroy the Mother Crystal.
I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge. You can count.
Why do you look so relieved? Do you not want to deal with them?
May the winds of fortune be forever at your back, Sid.
Well, thank you.
Don't say that.
Oh, last thing you know when you're crossing the desert is for the wind to pick up.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready
Good point.
to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Adventure! Okay, I guess we're gonna meet a new character. The Dalmatian Republic.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
So, do you usually walk everywhere on your merchant voyages? Do you not hire
Trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's
a
Fang
cart,
leads-
some chocobos maybe?
The trading post it is.
It's like almost like being a noble high merchant in Valisthea is hard work. Oops. I wanted to call the Chocobo. That's the button. That's the right button. Also, this place is huge.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Yeah! Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together.
Are those Fred Chocobos?
Accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised.
I'm
you
scared.
don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Is it just a stop on the journey? Nothing actually here? I'm curious. Sorry, give me a second.
Be safe.
You can't read their names. Wild Chocobo. They're not red, but they're kind of rust colored. Will they cast Meteor after a bit? That's what I'm wondering. I'm starting to think it's not that kind of Chocobo. Oh, I missed. I still killed it. I guess we just randomly kill those birds for no reason. Who's a good boy? Is that his normal coloration, or does he have like sand on his coat right now? Can't quite tell.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
We were supposed to meet someone here. Oh, don't tell me the Black Shield's even...
Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
Ashen?
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
I was gonna say, don't tell me the the Black Shields even paint their chocobos red, black.
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Poor boy.
day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Oh. Look who's here as well.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Only a couple walls apart from his brother.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Why?
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Why were you so fucking loud?
Uncle?
Sorry.
Just get out of the way of this. My lord, we should probably leave.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
I just want to see her look down and have Clive break a chair over someone.
You're not. Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
I like the wide shot showing everyone just leaving. Taking the chance to eat everything!
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
He wasn't gonna get a chance to do it to do it later. Just fucking eat from there. Oh. Ow. That hurt. Oops, wrong one. I'm so bad. Help. It's like I forgot how to play. Not what I want to hit. There you go. I had to let them get a few hits in. It's okay.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a...
Oh, the uncle is so good. Your Grace, it's your brother.
Now's our chance.
Not even. You might not even be aware.
I'm fine. Clive?
Oh, he still leaves his vegetables.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
I wonder why they left though. Good Torgal. Or you missed the fun.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.